But anyways, today we're going to be doing some SnapPad installation too. So we've had them for a while. Until then, see you later. In this week's video, we are going to do the installation of our SnapPads, but stay tuned till the very end because we're going to give you our review of after 2 months with them on.
And if you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to our channel. It really helps us grow, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified the next time we come out with another great video like this.
So without further ado, here is our SnapPad installation.
All right, and now we're going to do SnapPads. Okay, so what we had to do for the SnapPads is we actually had to hook it up to the vehicle so that we could actually have all 4 of our pads lifted up off the ground. Obviously, you can't do that when it's not hooked up to the vehicle. So this is what it's going to look like. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the actual pad itself of the RV, both on the top and the bottom, because once we put those SnapPads on there, they are permanent and you can't change it around. All right, now that we are part of the RV SnapPad community or family, as they say, there's 3 simple steps in order to go ahead and install your Snap, because it all happens in a snap. Step 1 is line up the pad beneath your jack. Step 2 is lower the foot until the lip fully engages. And step 3 is repeat for the rest of your jacks. Now they do warn you to install 1 SnapPad at a time. Get a helper. SnapPad installation is easier with 2 people. And install your pads while parked on a hard, flat, even surface like concrete or asphalt. So that's what we're going to be doing.
So it's kind of dark in here. I don't know if you can see or even hear me right now, but it also recommends running a bead of dish soap around the lip of your SnapPad. It's going to make for easy lubrication to assist your SnapPad to fully seat around the round footing or the foot of your stabilizers. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. I know if that's... So this right here is the lip of your SnapPad. So I'm just putting a little dish soap around the edge. It looks like it's going to foam up, but that's okay. So I'll make sure I'm doing it. It's not like it says a thin bead. All right, well, I don't know what a thin bead is, so we're just going to lube the crap out of this thing. And we will repeat for all 4 as we put them on. So I think only showing you 1 time is all you need to know. So bead has been put on SnapPad. So as you can see, I'm a little ways up from the SnapPad, from the bottom of the foot to the SnapPad. So what I'm going to do is just drop these down a hole or 2 until I can line it up. So I can actually line the ring of this around with the ring of the actual SnapPad. And honestly, it looked like I did a pretty good job. You want to look at that and make sure? 2 eyes are better. 4 eyes are better than 2.
Looks good. SnapPad 1 is on.
going. Keep going, I'm not down. You're good. So we're just retracting the rear stabilizers now. So one thing that we found that actually worked a lot better to help you line up your foot pad to the actual snap pad is go ahead and lower it until you're probably about, what, 1.5 inches, 2 inches above the actual snap pad. And then you can line up your snap pad a lot easier instead of trying to eyeball it.
Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Before we put the video out, we wanted to make sure that we were able to actually use the product for a while and get some use before we could give an honest review on it.
So since we actually did the installation, which is what you saw earlier, we've actually put on 2,200 miles on the SnapPads, or on the trailer with the SnapPads. We've been to 2 separate states. We've been in the high desert of New Mexico. We've been through the polar vortex for 4 days, where we were frozen with no water in 3-degree weather. And we actually made it down to southern Texas, where we were in like almost 90-degree weather in such a short amount of time. We've done all those in such a short amount of time. And the SnapPads have worked flawlessly. We wanted to make sure that we had them on there for a little bit where we can use them. But we got lucky with all the different temperature ranges that we can actually do a fair product review. And they did phenomenal in all of those. I think a lot of it has to do with them being made of recycled tires. Therefore, the grip, they grip a little bit better. I thought they would slip a little bit on the ice when we were in that polar vortex.
Yeah, I was concerned when we were in 3-degree weather that they were going to start getting brittle, or at least hard and stiff. But actually they didn't. They performed very well. And what was nice is they didn't slip on the ice themselves.
So that's pretty much it. That's the installation. As you saw, that was fairly quick, and that is our review and our thoughts. Once again, we are not affiliated with SnapPad. They don't pay us to do a product review. We just don't feel like we should be putting stuff out there for other people to buy unless we actually back them or we believe in the product, and we actually absolutely believe in this product. So if you haven't gotten a set and you're on the fence, hopefully this product review will help you make the decision whether to get them or not. Thanks again for watching. So until next week's video,
where will the road take you?
See you next week, everybody.